Now, Sandeep Gupta is joining us. He is the head of dealing and advisory, broking and distribution at Motilal Oswal. Sandeep, good morning. While everyone's talking about DMAT, F&O volumes have, of course, been going through the roof. What's really behind that? And do you see these volumes actually continuing?
So, hi, good morning. Thank you for having me here today. Yes, we are seeing a huge surge in F&O as well as cash volumes, So this has happened because of, this has been purely been driven by the retail investors. That's what we can see. There's been a surge of new account opening it's when I see on a year-on-year basis, we are almost like 3 times what we were doing last year this month. So, that is the kind of euphoria that we are seeing from the retail investors. And we look at the coming times, with a series of very good IPOs lined up. We think that this surge is going to continue, and we'll see many more new participants coming in the markets.
Okay, fair enough. So tell me as well, when it comes to the kind of momentum going forward now, what's really driving these moves? Is it more institutional? Is it more retail participation? What's really causing it, and how do you see the trend evolving?
So, of course, institutional has been playing a key role in terms of the FI flows that we are seeing in the markets, which is driving the markets higher. But as you see, the mid caps and small caps have started really joining in the party, and that is bringing a lot of new customers. Along with that, we have also seen that last few months of IPOs have given stupendous returns, on the listing as well as post listing. So this is bringing a lot of new customers, and we feel that this party has just started, and we'll see many more accounts to be opened in the coming times, where we are also seeing some good economic data coming in, and that should help the overall scenario in the markets, and that should bring more and more retail customers. So we remain very bullish in terms of new customers getting added, and the retail getting bigger and bigger in the coming times.
Right. What is the trend, though, that you're seeing when, when it comes to the heightened retail participation? Is it more participation or more growth coming in from, say, tier 2 or 3 cities, or is it largely an urban specific trend?
Yeah, so this is an interesting, thing that we are seeing now. Of course, urban area has been seeing good growth, but then when you look at multiples, we are seeing higher multiples of additions coming in from, tier 1, tier 2 cities, and even small towns from various, every nook and corner of the country. So this is an interesting situation, and I think this has been majorly pushed because of, the lockdown situation, what we had seen few months back, and post that people were actually looking at creating more alternate source of income, and that is where we are seeing that this surge has happened and started since July, August, and it has only grown month on month.
Sure. Just on the subject of F&O that you were talking about earlier as well, how is it that you're seeing volumes moving, going further? I mean, say, could we expect new highs in March? Or do you sense now with the last 1 week of an aberration coming in the markets, it's going to perhaps peter down a little bit?
Yeah, so with a little correction in the markets, there can be a little aberration, but then overall we see this segment growing further. Even after SEBI bringing in the peak margins, still we are seeing big participation in F&O, and January was in that sense one of the highest in terms of turnover on the F&O. So we feel that yes, it may impact for a short term, but then over a period of time where more and more participants will get added to the party, these numbers will only grow from here.
Okay. So when you're talking about the numbers continuing to grow, what are the expectations there on that front? And, any numbers that you can share with us?
So if I see at the volume terms, on the F&O side, we are already at 2.5 times that we were doing at the start of this year. I am talking about April and May. So now, we are looking at almost 2.5 times of that volume. And I feel this should continue to grow as more and more participants are coming in. This is also being pushed by the number of active customers that is swelling every month. And we do not see any kind of tapering off in these numbers because there's a big lot of IPOs that are going to come in, and one of the biggest IPO that everyone is looking at is LIC, which should further help getting in more and more new accounts into the system. So we remain very positive in the coming times.
Okay. On the demat accounts as well, and we know they've been on a rise, but what's the kind of growth we're witnessing there?
So, for us, I can talk, for the industry, we have seen around 17, 18 lakhs of new customers added in the month of January, which was at all-time high numbers for the month, any given month. And that's the similar kind of trend that we are seeing for ourselves also. And we have been like, if I talk of the numbers at the start of this year of April and last month's number, then we are at 2.5 times of those numbers. So it's really growing big time.
All right, great. Thanks for joining us on that, Sandeep. Good chatting with you this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Let's take a very quick break. Back with more on the other side.